Well, the boots are on. That means it's time for more Steve Mag's Junkyard Crawl. And here we are at Bernardston Auto Wrecking in Bernardston, Massachusetts, with a 1986 Pontiac Trans Am. We know it's an 86 because it has, for the first time, the centrally mounted brake light right there, which to some eyes is really ugly, but it actually was a pretty serious safety feature. This also has the CC1 glass T-tops, which were an $650 option in 1986. And unlike the 70s Trans Ams, where Hearst was actually the supplier of these things for the first couple of years, I think till 1976 or 77, they were farmed out to Hearst. All of these Gen 3 Firebird and Camaro had their T-tops installed right there on the line by General Motors. And they work pretty simply. There's a little lever inside. You do that, it comes up and off and allows us to take a peek inside. Now this one, it is a Trans Am, of course, which is Pontiac's equivalent to the Z28 Camaro, but this one has the automatic transmission, which at this point in time would have been the 700R4. 86 was the first year that the 4-speed manual went away and the 5-speed overdrive manual took its place as an option. Something I see in here is pretty cool. This device right here, this is not a traction bar, but rather this is the factory link that went from the transmission to the rear axle on all Gen 3 F cars, and in fact Gen 4 as well. Kind of a weird deal, but this is really what helps to connect the axle to the transmission and prevent pinion rise. But this is inside the car. I don't know why. But something cool on this, of course, is the factory wheels on a Z28, on a Trans Am. These are the standard wheels. But the one thing that is an issue on many of these things was theft. So I look around inside of the glove compartment, I spotted this. This is the GM adapter for the sort of coated lug nut. We can see right there it has kind of a weird clover little face. This one's been messed with. We can see somebody actually welded on it. So something was boogered up on this puppy. But something else about these, it's kind of weird. I wonder, why did GM do this? There's a plastic covering on the lug nut. This thing right here. This comes off, and some mechanics back in the day used to actually put the gun on this thing, shred it, and oh yeah, right, there's a lug nut behind that. So anyway, that's the story of the 1986 Pontiac Trans Am. I love these cars, and they're actually starting to come on pretty strong with collectors. This one's a 305, not a 350 car, but it's still pretty cool. If you like this video and want to see more, stay tuned to the Steve Mag's YouTube channel and be sure to share this with your friends.